And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
We're talking Giants every day. From McCovey Cove to the Oracle Park lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go, Giants! Yes! 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 Oh! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
All right, welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live here. Postgame, game 3, the final game of the series against the Angels. Giants had it in the bag, Glenn. Ninth inning came around, and it got a little bit weird, and the Angels were able to walk it off. I'll tell you what, it was exciting. It may not have been exciting for Giants fans, but as far as baseball is concerned, it was pretty damn exciting just because of the dramatics. And we'll get into it, though, guys. First and foremost, hey, Verlander, I thought did okay today, right? Went 6 innings, only allowed 2 hits, had 6 strikeouts. Verlander looked more like Verlander today, right, Glenn?
This game wasn't won. This game was lost. This game wasn't lost by the players. Johnny T coming out swinging.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 managers pull the closer after starting to fall apart, and he drilled the batter. The next batter, I said to you in the green room, I don't remember if it was Kruko or Kuiper, said, this guy's all over the place.
Yeah.
And at that, I'm like, nobody in the bullpen. Like, what are we doing?
That's an issue. And we'll talk about it.
And then I watched another show today, and they're like, oh, he's got to manage a bullpen. They're going home. They got to play 4 now against Milwaukee. Dude, you play to win. You play to win. You don't go, well, if we lose this one, I just got to stick with what I got. I'm going to manage. I'm going to live to manage another day. Dude, you play to win, man. They had this game. They had this game won.
They had it won. And you know what? And that's a great point, Glenn, because just because you go out there and you grab your closer because he doesn't have it, that's not an indictment on the closer. Sometimes they just don't have it. As Cole Dunstan's in there, sometimes you falter. But here's the deal. There was a certain point in that situation where I think Bob Melvin should have saw what was going on, especially him being a catcher. He should understand what's going on out there. Hey, maybe I better get the bullpen warmed up. Let's get this win. And look, we're only talking about 1 inning here. We're talking about 1 inning to get out of this. So maybe I just need to have some insurance.
And I'm not going to sit and give him a break, Eric. He came in, he stunk, and then the man. So the closer and the manager. That's what ended this game on a sour note.
It did. And to Walker's point, that's what I'm saying. If he doesn't have it, look, sometimes guys ain't going to have it. It's the duty of the manager to understand he doesn't have it and then say, I got to go rescue him. You go to the mound and you just, hey, this isn't against you, but hey, we want to get the win. And hate to have to pull you, but we got to pull you because right now you just look like you ain't got it. And we'll break this down step by step after we get into the box score. But again, it was a series the Giants should have been able to win. They should have been coming home with a 2-1 series. It would have been nice coming home with a 6-4 record. That would have been awesome. 5-5, it's okay. It's okay. If you're doing 500 on the road, you're doing well.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Again, but it was 4-1 in the bottom of the 9th. Gotcha. 4-1. The Giants should have had this.
Anyway, we should trade for a first baseman. Eric, we went through this last night. Who are you getting, and what? And And then the other show today, they said, oh, my God, Rizzo cost you a lot. Rizzo's out fishing, dude. He doesn't have a job.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't.
You get him on the cheap, but he is just, you know what? Robbing Peter to pay Paul, man. Is Rizzo an answer? I don't think.
No, he's not. But is he gonna be probably better than Wade? Probably. I don't know, man. It's again, I'm not gonna even get into first base because Wade didn't play today. So I'm not. And if you think about it, what's his name? VR was okay. He hit one up the middle, but Kikuchi, man, he stuck his glove out and was able to catch it. That was
they said on the show, and I didn't really see it, Eric, but they said on the show, again, the broadcast crew on NBC Bay Area, they said it looked fancy, but it would have been stopped up the middle, and he would have been thrown.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Maybe it's hard to tell.
You know what? The question, I don't want to get really into it early in the show, Eric, and we're going to have a short show tonight. A lot of people watching NBA tonight, and that's not our cup of tea. That's why we don't have a hot corner. They're going to be doing that later on their channel.
Yep.
But the question isn't, you just posed a question about Lamont Wade Jr. and Rizzo. Is Rizzo that much better? Who's that much worse than Lamont Wade?
Yeah.
That might be the question. Who can possibly be worse, dude? And you know what? I'm not making excuses for the team, or you can't make excuses for Lamont, but when he's this bad, Eric, it's this bad.
Right. You got to be able to come out and say it's an ugly baby. I mean, you just have to. You got to be able to do that.
And I've never thought that maybe tomorrow, maybe the end of the month, maybe next month. I'm not giving it, dude. The guy has had a chance when he was at about the 100 mark to pull it up. That's what you got to do. You have to a slow start. You pull it up a notch, a peg. But he's going backwards, dude.
You're not wrong. And let's see what happens. Real quick, who's going on the mound tomorrow for Milwaukee? Just so we know, just real quick before we get into the game today.
Tomorrow, we're back home at Oracle Park, which is going to be nice. Eric, I'm not going to be there, obviously, son of a bitch. And then Robbie Ray and his 3-0 mark, unblemished, up against Quinn Priest.
Is he a righty?
He's a righty at 1-0.
Okay, so we'll see what.
And his.
Okay.
He's a righty, and you think, oh, well, that's good, right?
Right.
On a much more positive note for the Milwaukee Brewers, his 0.90 looks a hell of a lot better than Lamont Wade.
Oh, are you serious? That's his ERA?
0.90.
Wow.
Let's see how we get
my God.
There it is, Dean, Mr. Statistician.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. Let's get into this and
now, today's Giants in Review on Giants Sports Talk Live.
And there it is. The Angels beat the San Francisco Giants in walk-off fashion, bottom of the ninth, score 4 runs. Unbelievable. LA improves to 11-10. The Giants fall to 14-8. Still a good record. Then they went 500 on the road, so that's okay. Darryl Hicks gets the win with that massive ERA, and then Walker gets the loss, and his ERA went through the roof again because he gave up 4 earned runs in inning. Not good. All right. Let's get into the box score. Ramos had a good day today. Had 2 hits, 2 walks, on base 4 times. Adames had 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, but he knocked in 2, which was nice to see a Willie Adames come through.
Wake me up when you get to the bottom of the order, buddy.
Yeah. Lee 0 for 5, the bum. He's a bum. No, he had some really good at-bats. Unfortunately, he was hitting them right at people. Kind of sucked. Chapman went 0 for, but did draw 2 walks. Flores, a big 0-4 with 3 strikeouts. Mike, what's going on with Wilmer, Glenn? You better go have a talk with your boy here. Go have a talk with him. He's approaching that below 200 mark, man.
Yep.
Matos, 0-4. Only 1 strikeout, but he went 0 for 5. Fitzgerald, 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Got caught stealing, unfortunately, but he drew 2 walks. That's good to see. VR had a hit. And Huff had a big day today. Look at that. It was nice to see Huff out there swing the bat. Hit an opposite field home run to right center. That was nice. He had a good game.
I've been guilty of saying it too in the show in the past maybe 2 weeks, Eric.
Same here.
Huff's
got to go.
No, but I've been guilty of saying this, that, when say the big bats, which they weren't, they were absent today to a fault.
Yeah.
And then we say, but somebody else steps up to the plate. Are we expecting Sam Huff to win us a game? Come on.
Right. And he was going to be the one that won the game for the Giants, right? If Walker was able to figure
And
out.
Villar.
Hey, Gonzo.
And I told you Villar would be called up, but look, he's not our answer at first base either, buddy.
Gonzo, aren't you at the WrestleMania? Are you live from WrestleMania? I remember you talking about going to WrestleMania there, Gonzo. All right, let's get into.
If he's at WrestleMania, he sure as hell shouldn't be watching our show, man.
All right, here we go. Verlander, 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. That was Verlander-like, man. I like that. That was good. I was impressed. I was like, okay, Verlander looking good today, finally. But there you go. Oh, Tyler just got back. Oh, is it already over? He's back in his room. Who won? Did Cena win or did Cody Rhodes win? I don't know. Spoiler alert. If you guys haven't watched WrestleMania.
How did they write up the script for this one tonight?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I want to know. Doval came in, had a little bit weird. He walked the guy. Cena won. That's what I figured. He walked the guy, but you know what? The guy didn't steal. And he actually got a ground ball into a double play, man. Doval was okay. Yeah, there you go, Cole. Yeah, I was impressed with Doval today. There we go. He's getting something done, even when there's traffic on board. Tyler Rogers came in, had a hit and a strikeout. And then let's get into this. Ooh.
Dude, the Angels had, look, Verlander 2 hits and Tyler Rogers gave that, it was a base hit. So you give up the 3 hits to the 9th, Eric. Why the hell did we lose this game?
Let's look at this right here. Okay, top or bottom of the 9th. Mike Trout walks. Okay. Matter of fact, let me see. Look at this. That's tough right there. You see that one right there? That one's tough. And I get it, right? Las Diaz, man, the guy's a little bit funky. But yeah, when you see this right there, it kind of pisses you off. But it's going to happen. It's going to happen, man. It happens with both teams. And unfortunately, it happened to Tyler Rogers. But as a closer, what do you got to do? You got to go out there and you got to be able to get through that. You don't let that reside in your mind. You got to go out there and you got to get your outs. You still got 3 outs to get here.
Yeah, he didn't take I don't think he took the bat off the shoulder either in that whole that bat scenario.
Nope, he just sat there.
I thought it was just ball. Yeah, and I think he took the 2 strikes before that tough call. So anyway,
there you go.
This is where it got funky, man.
And then Jorge Soler, Forever Giant, singles on a line drive. So now you got 2 guys on, nobody out. You start getting a little bit worried, right? You're like, oh, come on now, man. I know we got a 3-run lead, but let's not get freaking weird here, guys. Come on, Walker. Let's get through this. All right. I got faith in you. Schwanwell. How do you say his name? Shanwell. He strikes him out, right? Boom. Beautiful.
And that one was close.
3.
He took it. He took it on the edge.
And it was right on the inside corner. Beautiful pitch. Strikes him out. Okay, we're good, man. We're good to go, man. You got
I
one
was
out.
worried. I was worried about the tie when Logan O'Hoppe came up. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah, okay. But here we go. So it's 1 out, 2 men on. We're still sitting pretty. Logan O'Hoppe singles. Okay, now you got runners
first, second, and
all
third.
the bases. You got ducks on the pond. It is the bases are juiced situation. Okay, this is where you got to go. All right. As Bob Melvin, the bases are loaded. Let's go ahead and start maybe warming up the pin. Go out there and maybe start figuring it out, right?
We're winning at that point, but see how look how the Angels are, look at the management there. So they take O'Hoppe out, your catcher.
And they put in a pinch runner.
In a pinch runner at first base, dude.
Yes, they did. Okay,
and it paid dividends.
Well, actually, yeah, to a certain extent, because Nito came up next, and that's what we're going to get into. So bases are loaded, 1 out. You could see maybe your pitcher doesn't quite have it. Here, let's look at Soler. What did he get? Look at that. Pitch right down the middle, okay? Can't be doing that. Nolan, he took it to 4, and there's that called strike 3, man. That was the beautiful strike right there. Beautiful strike. So again, his pitch count wasn't all that bad. So you're feeling good. Logan O'Hoppe, he drove that one. He drove it in that. Look at that. That pitch was kind of inside. So maybe Bob Melvin's decided, maybe he's going to be okay. But still, it's probably a good idea maybe just to start getting the bullpen warm. Now,
there you go.
This
They
is
had
the
the
next
bases
one.
loaded and there was no activity. It was all or nothing today. All
Right
or
here.
nothing.
Zach Neto gets nailed in the chest. In the chest, man. And once you saw that, that should have started sending off alarm bells. Do whatever. Hey, go out there. I don't know. Did the pitching coach go out there and talk to him? I think they did, didn't they? I think they had a pitching conference at that time. But you're going to have to start stalling for some time because now the score is 4-2. Because when you hit Neto, you hit him when the bases were loaded, so he allowed one. So Trevino, yeah, he was up and warm, and that's fine. Heck, you could have brought in Randy Rodriguez the way he's been throwing. I think maybe Randy Rodriguez, but Trevino, sure, why not? He's got a little bit of experience in that situation, right, Brandon? I hear what you're saying, and that makes sense.
And well
But when
managed,
you
like
hit
I
him-
say, they put in a speedy guy at first base, and then when Joe Adell doubles, what does it allow them to do? Clear.
Soon as it hit him, I think he should have gone to the pin and said, "Okay, it's time."
Oh.
But unfortunately, Adele comes up, crushes. Man, where the hell is it? Where's there? Crush. Look where that ball is. Talk about a hanging slider, dude. Holy crap.
Another prime real estate.
And Neto went all the way from first to home.
Told you.
He
Managerial
was
decision
on
there,
his
buddy.
whole-
Good
Man,
call.
woo, he was going, man. And that's after getting hit in the chest. Again, hindsight's 2020. You can't win them all. I still think once the hitter got hit, talking about Neto, there probably should have been a pitching change.
John
right?
brings up a good question tonight, Eric. Can you trade body?
Oh, no. Let's not go there yet. Let's not. Come on, Sean. Not yet. Not yet. You know me, Sean. If you've been watching me for a while, you know you start messing up and I'll be on you. But it was just a tough game, man. It's just a tough game. Okay, he was warming up. Okay, so the bullpen was okay. That's even worse than Steve-O. That's even worse. If Trevino was up, then he should have gone to Trevino.
Yeah. So
Right.
Eric, you say that, hey, 5 runs, we should have won this game. We left 11 on base, dude. There's another reason we lost.
Oh yeah, I didn't even look at that. What were they
11
on?
left on base, man.
2 for 8 with runners in scoring position. That's not going to get it done. Okay, that's even again, Steve-O, that's even worse, right? If Trevino was up, how come he didn't go to him once he hit Neto? Or I'm sorry, Neto, Neto, tomato, potato. But hey, it happens. It's not a reflection on the skill of Ryan Walker. He just had a bad game, man.
Dude,
That happens.
you know what? You and I just break it down. We call it like we see it, right, Eric? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to piss off Ryan Walker or anything, but Jesus, Ryan's in tonight.
Ryan Walker.
Hey, Ryan.
There you go.
Sorry
Everyone
about
loves
today,
the smell
buddy.
of burning hair. What's up, Double Down?
Sorry about that.
But do you see where I'm going? I mean, I didn't even realize there was someone in a bullpen. That's even worse. That's even worse. He should have just gone to him.
I'm not sure if this is
Not good. Not good.
Was there 2 strikes on him when he hit him?
There might have been.
Ooh. Another. See, when you break it down, Eric, there's a lot of you call it
Might have
the
been.
tail of the tape, man. It tells
Yeah,
you a
sure.
big story, not
Absolutely.
just,
Yeah.
Just not to score a hit here, hit
Yeah,
there. When
had
you
2 strikes
break
on
it
him.
down, there you go.
1 and 2, and that 4th one. But
And that was a
matter.
dangerous. See where it hit him? Right in the solar
Yeah,
plexus.
right. It did. And
Speaking
look,
of
that
wrestling.
and that second ball, and the reason why he was taking, look at where the balls were going. That's the second pitch of the bat was nasty. It was nasty as in it wasn't nowhere near the zone. It was bad. Let me clarify. Whatever though. It is what it is. I'm not going to fault Ryan Walker to the point to where he's not going to be the closer. No, it doesn't. That's going to happen. But Bob Melvin, I don't know. I think
Dude,
you
we
probably
can't
should have
just
made that move.
and unlike Robert, you can't just turn the page and say, don't worry about it, Eric. Just forget about it. Dude,
You can. I mean,
you blew it today. You blew it. You
know
blew
what though? As a
Blew it.
player, that's what they do. You just gotta brush it off. You got a game tomorrow. Look, you got 7 more games before your next day off. So you can't dwell on it, right? You still got 150 something games, 140 something games left to go. So
They blew it. And coming off that great, I thought it was a dandy performance by Verlander, man. I'll give him
It was, man. Verlander came out. I was impressed.
Give him credit.
I was very happy. And the Giants were actually able to hit a lefty. How about that?
There you go.
Kikuchi did look pretty decent, though. A little bit wild, but he was pretty decent. Not too bad.
Yeah, it was a real pitcher's matchup until the 5th inning when each team picked up a run. But
yeah, it was a low-scoring game. It was kind of it felt like a long game. I can't remember how long it was, but
I know, Robert, the best teams in baseball, they do.
That's
have
what we're
tough
saying,
losses,
Hiroki.
but this isn't, dude. This is not when just all right. You guys are all about give it time. This is not the best team in baseball, dude.
Yeah, they're holding their own. We'll just say that they're holding their own.
The best
now,
teams in baseball, yeah, they have a bad day. Don't call this the best team in baseball.
No. Let's not do that. Not a fan of the batting. Yeah, the batting order. I don't know. I think there's going to be some adjustments. Maybe we'll see. I don't know.
I just think they're trying to.
Giants got 8 walks. They weren't swinging as much as that. But yeah, they weren't.
They're just trying to plug too many holes.
Matter of
Just
fact, how
trying to
many
plug too many
strikeouts?
holes, dude.
They only had 9
good
strikeouts.
hitters.
Yeah, and they drew 8 walks. They were patient today. They were patient. And look, they got 4 runs. They should have won the game. They should have won the game, man. When you're up 4-1, you should have won the game, man.
Yeah.
Jay
Good point.
Farrell. That's a good point. What is their record after they went 8-1? Aren't they close? Isn't it like 500? Something like that, Farrell? I think they're like a 500 team after going 8-1.
Joey, you have no comprehension, man. Where you use hard on yourself in every facet of a hockey game. Goddamn right. No shaking it off. You got to face the media and say, I
Glenn demands excellence at every moment of the game from every player. Excellence.
Yeah, you're looking to the guy next to you, dude.
Fair.
And I'm also, listen, I'm not going to buy into this, the fandom either. Oh, well, Eric, we sucked today, but there's always tomorrow. Dude, you suck. We are both. That was a terrible outing today by the closer. Bobby didn't deal with it.
Wasn't optimal. We'll say that, right? Wasn't optimal. But
no.
What are you going to do?
Oh, well.
What are you going to do?
Could have been worse.
Can't win them all, man.
Could have been worse. We could have had Easton in there pitching today. Easton Lucas or whatever the hell his name.
Dude, you always pick up the guys I drop, dude.
I was
There's
just
a
going to say, I'm
reason
not
why
picking up
I
anybody you
them.
drop.
That's the reason.
Although, Eric, I'll tell you, again, I'm not going to do it because it's the Blue Jays, but he's remaining. I'm not dumping him. He's on my roster, dude.
That's fair.
You see what he did today?
Yeah, when I saw
he only got 5 outs in the game. All 5 were by strikeouts. So he pitched an inning and 2/3. He got 5. He struck out everybody. So
but how many runs did he give up?
6, I think.
See, that's the thing. I mean, it's weird, and that's kind of what Verlander did that one time. Remember, he had a bunch of strikeouts, but he also gave up 3 earned. So again,
so was Duvall dominant? Weird. You know that guy they had to call up from AAA last year? Is he you call him dominant, Eric? That AAA
I'll say
pitcher
right now,
called up?
I'll say right now, Duvall is looking better. I'm liking what I'm seeing of Duvall. I hope he keeps it up. Right? That's all I ask. He's got to have that consistency, because sometimes he'll go out and he'll have a couple of outings in a row where it's just like, what in the world is this guy doing? But it looks like maybe he's figuring something out, and that's all we can ask, right? As a fan, go out there.
If you got a closer, comes in, gives up a couple of base knocks, and you win. You go, he didn't have his good stuff today, but got the win. He just blew it today.
Yeah, it was a.
I think has been you got Webb, you got
Roop.
Ray is 3-0. I think our most consistent pitcher has been this year is Rogers.
Tyler's been fantastic. Tyler's been absolutely fantastic.
Hasn't had a bad outing yet this year, Eric.
I think he's only allowed 1 home run, and that's it. It was a solo shot in New York.
Yep. He's been fantastic.
And you know what's crazy? There's times over the last couple of years where we're just ripping on the Rogers, right? On Tyler, we're just ripping on him. We have yet to even really talk about. You know what he's like? He's like the paint on the wall. You don't see him because there's no noise. He just goes out there, he gets it done, and then you keep going. I mean, it's just, I like what I'm seeing in Rogers. Man, the bullpen is really good. Unfortunately, they just had one bad.
So, Robert, Melvin gave Walker a chance to get out of his mess. So who do you blame? Then do you blame Walker or do you blame Bob Melvin? Somebody's going to take the blame.
Well, let's do. Okay, well, we could kind of blame Walker to a certain extent on his command in some of those at bats, right? He has to take ownership in that. But Bob Melvin, as a manager, right, needs to identify. Okay, hey, maybe there's something going on with Walker. I'm gonna pull him, not because I don't have faith in him in a closer, but maybe just today he just doesn't quite have it. So you know what? I'm gonna go to someone else because we want to win this game. Right? That's what you're talking about, wanting to win the game. And again, it's not a slight against Ryan Walker. It's just, hey, I see what's unfolding before me. Maybe I need to make another move here just so we could get this win. It'll be nice to go 6-4 on this road trip. Go home on a winning note. Look, it just feels right to me in that situation. But
closer is simply a reliever with a fancy title, Eric. You play to win.
It is. Huh?
Yeah. And I haven't been married 10 times. Once Bernice latched on
instant.
She ain't letting go, baby. Once you latch onto this, 10 times married. Come on.
Wait, what's this?
Yeah. You didn't see that? You didn't see that? That's why Glenn's been married 10 times. You better step it up all the time. Glenn's in the house. Bernice latched on, man. She's like, I'm not letting go of this beefcake.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so we're back home, Eric. You got a 500 road trip, right? Where I think we are a 500 team. We got off to a remarkable start. What do you expect now that we're back at home? And we're playing Milwaukee. And in tough. Maybe a right-handed pitcher, but with an 0.90 ERA, he's doing something.
What is his actual record? And
he's 1-0 with an 0.90.
So he's only thrown one. So maybe he just had a really good outing at one time. I wonder how many innings pitched does he have?
You know what?
Let me take a look.
You just give me a sec. I know where I can find out some.
I know where you're going.
You know where I'm going?
I know.
Where do you think I'm going?
I could expect a move tonight at midnight or something.
No, that's a great. You know what? When we're doing this show, great way to get instant stats. So you put in his name.
Yeah, I know exactly.
And once I put in his name into our fantasy league,
it shows you everything. Yeah.
I'll give you everything he's done. All right. So he pitched. He lost 7-2 against Colorado in a no decision. How many strikeouts?
Only 2 runs. Okay.
He struck out 4, and then he won 5-0 at Detroit. Also struck out 5 in his 5 innings. So he's pitched 10 innings. He's got 2 starts under his belt. 1-0. Got a no decision.
All right. We'll see. We'll see.
5 scoreless, Eric. Gave up 1 hit in his 5 innings against the Tigers.
Instant makes a good point here because I'm going to have to get out of here shortly. It'll be an emotional series for Adames. Again, he's going to be playing against his former team fairly soon after the last season. So, yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, baby. Oh, my.
The only lefty for Milwaukee is Quintana. That's good news. Good news. Oh, my gosh. Are you going to stick around, Glenn, or are you going to go about when I go? Because I'm only sticking around for a little while longer.
Well, I was a little busy there, dude. I was a little busy. I was just taking care of some housekeeping. But
I know what you're laughing about, dude. I know what you're laughing about. Oh,
I just picked.
I knew it.
I just picked up a picture by the name of Quinn Priest.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew it. And your eyes got all big when you, he's got a 90 ERA.
I threw everybody off the scent by saying, I'm just going to check his stats on Yahoo. Well, there you go.
That's great. Gotta have fun.
Well, like last year, I finished in the basement. Well, was I in the basement or maybe second last? Who they? I mean, as far as I could consider, I was in the basement. But you know what? We had a lot of laughs. So
yeah, you gotta have fun, man. All right. Yeah, there's competition, but you gotta have freaking fun.
Gotta have fun, and there's nothing finer than being in first place. Dan changed the name of his team. What was it? Did
you see his name?
Did you see it?
Yeah, that was hilarious. And he put "just kidding" at the end.
I am the Asian Alliance of San Francisco is leading with 1,356 points. Dan is in second at 1,241, so I've got 100 and some point lead on him. Waiting on Mr. April to fold.
Just kidding. He's got JK in there too. He
didn't want to piss me off. I told him I wouldn't trade with him. He's already messaged me. Want to make a trade? And I said, nope, don't want to make any trades. Why would I want to trade when I'm in first place, Dan?
Well, yeah.
I had 52 points today. He had 20, so I'm pulling away from Danny.
Oh my gosh, man.
He's not even worried about baseball today. He's all on the Warriors today. So.
Oh yeah, I can understand it's playoffs. By the way, how's that going anyways?
I think they're winning. At last check, they were winning, but man, they looked downright ugly. They didn't look like a playoff team in the first 10 minutes. 3, no good. 3, no good. 3, no good. Holy cow, they couldn't shoot their way out of a...
Wow, that's tough. All right. I got to get out. Are you going to stick around, Glenn, or you want to kill it?
Warriors 72, Rockets 62, 10-point lead. Says Charles. I knew Chardall would be on it. There he goes.
There you
He's
go.
Probably over there doing play-by-play. Might have to check that out. All right, we'll wrap it up, and not sure if we're going to be in the morning, Eric. We'll
maybe not. Might not. We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be. I've got a late night with the radio show. I'm back on. It's not my show. I'm filling in for somebody on the rock station. So just when I thought I was going to have peace and quiet, and then I'm doing morning show. I'm in for Dave Patrician on the rock show in the morning, so I'm pulling a.
Oh wait, didn't you have an announcement on Sunday? You said some new guy that you're going to be doing
a 13-hour day. So if you don't like me, don't tune into the station.
Wow! Didn't you say you have a new show coming on or something?
Starting I think next Monday. Next Monday, I've got a new co-host on the afternoon rock show.
Nice.
By the name of Dean Cottle.
Oh no.
Dean is my afternoon co-host.
Really?
Yeah, he's going to have rock and roll history, fun facts.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I figure if I'm going to talk about rock and roll, say, how many number one hits do they have? Fun fact, Glenn, he is Mr. Statistician. He'll know.
Oh, wow. He's your Farhan, huh?
Sometimes I think he is Farhan.
All right, let's get out of here, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be a late one. What time does the game start tomorrow?
Jesus. Well, I'll be out of bed by then. I'll be ready to go.
What time is it? A 7:00 or 6:45 start, I'm thinking. So it's probably not going to finish till around.
Yeah, 6:45. So it starts for 8:45 me, 9:45, 10:40. We're looking at 11 or 11:30.
For you, right?
9:30.
9:30, 9:45. All right, sounds good. And then we'll see you guys back here. Hey, wash this one away. They went 500. Would have been nice to go 6-4.
Hey, before I let you go, I know you want to get out of here, but I got to open a can of worms here. Just for the folks who are, it seemed to be a topic of discussion today, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing at first base? Because we're back to the right-handed pitch. We're back to the right-handed pitcher tomorrow, Eric.
I think the Giants are going to wait. That's what I just think, man, because they're just not going to. I know it sucks, but I don't agree with it because I think there needs to be something that needs to be done at first base. And I don't know who that is. It VR? I don't know, man. Maybe you're going to have to put VR out there even against righties. You're going to have to do something because he can't keep doing this. Let's just talk about this. If he goes this homestand, these 7 games, and he's still doing what he's doing, you got the Giants have to make a move. You just can't, right? That's just too much. Look, some of it's bearable to a certain extent, but if you are going on this homestand and you're not doing anything, there's got to be something to be done. Has to be.
The excuses then they got to.
Then the excuses are over, man. The excuses are over. If you go on this road trip and he goes 1 for whatever the hell it is,
I'll be interested to see what he does against Milwaukee. Actually, just let me quickly look. So you got tomorrow. You got a righty. Tuesday night, we are facing a lefty, Jose Quintana. Okay, so you got righty lefty. Wednesday. So Wednesday is also an 6:45 start. You've got a righty, Freddie Peralta. And then I believe Thursday is an afternoon contest, right, Eric?
Freddie's their ace, right?
And what do we got coming up? Another righty. So they've got Chad Patrick, the righty, going with a 2.11. The ERAs in Milwaukee have been phenomenal.
Wow. So Priester, Quintana, Peralta, and who was that last guy?
Chad Patrick.
Patrick. I don't even know who the hell he is. Wow.
He's 1-1, 2.11 ERA up against Landon Roop. That's the afternoon game. Thursday.
All right. Again, let's see what happens.
I think a lot will unfold this. I think this homestand, a lot's going to be answered.
Has to be.
Got going to be a lot.
I'm going to have to watch that. Sounds like Ellie had a diving catch. I'm going to have to go watch what that was. Did you see it by chance? I have not seen it.
No, but he had a great fantasy day. That's all I'm caring. I mean, I don't care about what he does in the field, man. Hey, and you know who's having a great start to his career?
Who?
You know who's going to... Dude, you know what I'm most excited about fantasy? Is I don't have the best... My lineup, I have had to rely on picking up pitching.
Yeah, I know.
Points. It's what I've got waiting in the wings. Nobody wanted to, your injured reserve list. Nobody wanted to hold on to Ha-Sung Kim. I said, I'll take him. Nobody wanted DJ LeMahieu. I said, I'll take him. Nobody wanted Johnny DeLuca. I said, I'll take him. And you know who got called up? He had another great day? Chandler Stevenson.
Oh, the speedster?
First stolen base. Yep.
Nice.
I'm telling you, dude. What did we had the scout on, or not a scout, but the guy from Fantasy the other day?
Yeah, Chris Welch.
His eyes lit up. He goes, yeah, that's a 200 base steal. He'll steal he goes, if he played a whole season, he steals you 100 major league bases. I'm like, you're right on. That's why I drafted him.
There you go. Nice.
I'm excited.
All right, guys, let's get the heck out of here.
Enjoy your movies. It's movie night at Romo's. What are you watching?
Absolutely. I think we're going to watch
Peter Cottontail?
Passion of the Christ. It is Easter, so.
Easter, there you go.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys.
I'm back in Canada. I'll be here tomorrow night, Eric.
Right
I'm back in Canada. I can't be deported. I'll be with you tomorrow night, no matter whether it's a late start or not. I'm going to be with you. Again, don't tune in for the morning show tomorrow, but we'll be back tomorrow night. Eric, have a great movie night.
All right, will do. And guys, we'll see you tomorrow night. Woo!
Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.